Going on, guys? Episode 362, October 15th, 2024, 3:08 p.m. Here we go. So I got some mail today. This piece of mail. So I just think this is cool. It makes the story that I tell later in life that much cooler, that much more dramatic. But I mean, it's true. It's what I did. I withdrew all my money in my retirement. And this right here is the check. Be cool if you could see it. But yeah, so we got $15.85. That's funny. I say that and I laugh because that's it. I'm a 27-year-old. I've been working for 11 years. That's all I have in there. So anyway, I withdrew it all. And the reason why I withdrew it all, like I've said a dozen times in the last 8 episodes, is so that I can invest in self-education today rather than have that money be put to the side for the next 50 years and then I get who knows how much back. I like to be generous and say I'll get 3 million back. And to think that it would take me 50 years to make $3 million when I am now in close contact with people who make that kind of money in 6 months. Matter of fact, I'm talking, and I did talk to somebody, that's my mentor now, Brian, talked with him, and Cole, mentor, face to face. They make $1 million-ish a month, 800,000, 700,000 a month. They do that a month, okay? Why would I wait 50 years to make that when I can do it in 3 months? So anyway, yeah, I've got it's a check right here. Just got it in the mail, and I really am trying so hard to practice what I preach with everything. So now, if a client won't sign up or whatever, I can then use the explanation, if it came down to it, hey man, I literally withdrew from my retirement to invest in myself. Now I know it's a little bit different because they're investing into something else. I'm investing into finances, so I get a return on investment in finance. There's a whole room for discussion there. But in the future, if I'm running any kind of program or if I'm doing anything else where I'm trying to sell something to someone and it's too expensive, like, dude, listen, I get it. I took all my retirement out so that I can invest in myself. That's how much I believed in myself. And that's how much I want you to believe in yourself as well. So pretty cool. Makes my story that much cooler when I tell it later. I always think about, and I've got a coworker, I don't know if he's listening right now, but we were talking back and forth a while ago about how sometimes he actually brought it up and I was like, dude, I do that too. But he brought it up and he said, sometimes I'll think about if I was on somebody else's podcast, what I would say about my story and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I kind of do that. So if I'm on somebody else's podcast and I'm the guy that they're interviewing and I have the success story, being able to say this, because it's true, it's factual, I did this, withdrew all the money from my retirement so that I can invest in self-education. That's how much I believe in myself. To be able to say that, mean it, and not be phony about it. I mean, it's right here. I did that, you know? To be able to say that with such conviction that I believed in myself so much that I took away, that I just said, fuck the system, fuck what's meant for me as far as what everybody else wants. I'm gonna do what I feel is best because I'm the one calling the shots on my life. I'm in control of my life. Why would I not bet on the one thing that I can control, right? So yeah, if I'm on a podcast, I can tell that story and that'll be cool. But anyway, I'll come back and finish the episode later. Just wanted to share that. All right, I'm back. So I posted in the Facebook group of the mastermind that I'm now part of. So every time you do a module, they want you to post your progress, what you learned, some takeaways for feedback so that you can really be on point with everything. So one of the modules that I did, it's module 3. It's pimp your profile. So you get the Facebook header, the Facebook profile photo, they call it a bio statement, which is pulling a blank here. Just the phrase, the statement that's in your bio in your Instagram and Facebook page. So I posted my stuff in there for feedback. They commented on it. Two coaches did. Shal and Shay, they both commented on it, giving me feedback on how I can improve. So what I'm going to do is just read what they said to fix and go about doing that. Because I'm going to do it right now live. I was actually just talking to Lexi about this. Sent her a voice memo because she asked if I woke up an hour earlier today intentionally or if that was just because I couldn't sleep. Because I wasn't tired last night. And so answer was yes, because they're telling me to do this, that, and the other. And rather than me thinking I'm too smart for this or whatever, I'm just going for it. I'm doing everything that they say. Even if I'm not really for it, if I think that it's corny or cringy or whatever. I've never been a guy that writes affirmations down or shouts shit in the mirror. And I'm not doing that. I am writing them down though. And I'm doing it how I would want to do it. I'm not following any rules other than writing some affirmations. I don't have to do that, but it's challenging my belief system and keeping me open-minded because I guess I have been closed off to that. So anyway, I started today off at 3:30 a.m. I got out of bed. So I went to bed at 10 o'clock last night-ish. Could have been sooner or later, don't know. And yeah, I woke up at 3:30. And so what I did today before, so this is what I got going on. Let me read this to you real quick. So following the morning routine, the morning agenda of a 10 before 10. So I do these 10 things before 10 a.m. It's just to get me in a good state of mind to take care of myself before I start pouring into other areas of life. So I wake up and before 10 a.m. I have half a gallon of water. I do 6 minutes of mobility work before I go to the gym, or before I go to work in the morning. So I have to leave my house by 4:30. And then I plank as long as I can. So this morning I got 1 minute, 30 seconds. That was brutal. And then I read 4 pages out loud of a book. I just got a book. It's called The Element of Eloquence, Secrets of the Perfect Turn of Phrase, which the title itself is great. So anyway, it's just a book on speech and big words. And the reason for that is so that I can over-articulate the words that I say and get better at speaking, because that's one thing that I want to get so much better at. I've had this podcast for almost a year, and I don't know if I've improved speech and articulation, which is one of the number one things I wanted to improve on. And right now, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm paying close attention to how I say things. I think I'm sounding a lot more clear, and I feel better because I'm not saying like every other word. I'm not saying and not doing any of that, at least right now. And that makes me feel good. That makes me feel like I'm improving. And I've done it once so far, but all I do is I read 4 pages of this book with over articulation and I read it out loud. So for example, I'm just going to flip to a random page. This is what I do. I sit there after I've done some mobility work and I planked and I drank some water. I sit there without a shirt in my office and I just read out loud. So I would go right here and I would say, the preposition is often separated from the relative which it governs and joined to the verb at the end of the sentence or of some member of it, as Horace is an author whom I am much delighted with. The world is too well bred to shock authors with a truth which generally... See, I would restart right there because I didn't say the ch on which. Sounds dumb, but it works. And that's the focus. And I am not trying to talk like this permanently. No, I'm not trying. Fuck that. No. But I am trying to pay more attention to how I pronounce things so I can slow down. Because when I read these out loud, let me do it again. Go to a different page. Let's see, go right here. And I just said, nice. And then Shakespeare stopped using it. Nobody knows why, but the Heniades, I don't know how to pronounce that word, Heniades, hardly appears in the late plays at all. Perhaps he thought better of it. So I'm trying to read it slowly to train myself to speak slower, because sometimes I'm talking quick as fuck like this and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's the idea. So I do that 4 pages because I'm slow reader. 4 pages takes me about 10 minutes. And the other thing, write down 3 things that I'm grateful for in the present tense and then 1 thing that I'm grateful for in the future tense. So I'll write it down right now. I'll read it right now. What did I write this morning? I am grateful for how much Lexi loves me. I am grateful for my brother looking up to me. I am grateful for Miley and the kind words she said. I am grateful to have 10,000. So those are the 3 that are now. And then the 4th one, I am grateful to have $10,000 in the bank account from all of this. So I don't have 10 grand in the bank account. Matter of fact, I've never seen 5 digits in my bank account. Most I've ever seen is $3,500. Only reason why I see a comma in my bank account now is because I get paid more than that per paycheck. So there's a comma. If I didn't have that, I would never see a comma. So a little background on me. And then write down 3 affirmations in the present tense and then 1 in the future tense. See, right there, I caught myself talking way too quick. Don't like that. I want to slow it down, keep it nice. So write down 3 affirmations in present tense and 1 in future tense. So I'm going to read what I wrote. I am the authority in my space that others look to. I am the guy who works out and eats clean. I am the strongest, smartest, most risk-taking member of my family. I am the guy who makes $25,000 a month and can afford any and everything he wants. That's what I wrote. So I read that and I want those to be true. So I want to act in accordance with what I wrote. So give it a shot, man. The worst thing that comes about is I learned that I don't really vibe with it. I don't like it. So that's 6 things so far. And then for wealth, 15-minute sales role play with the advanced voice chat in ChatGPT. So if you don't know, ChatGPT is the shit. And if you didn't know extra, there's an advanced voice chat mode where you can talk with ChatGPT and it's very quick. There's very little delay. So if I say something, ChatGPT will say something back really quick. It'll interrupt. I can interrupt. It'll correct me. It's very cool. So the idea with the sales role play is so that I can practice sales every day during the times that I'm driving. And that's to work. Obviously, I'm not the clearest of mind. I'm not the clearest state of mind first thing in the morning, but it helps. Just practice. I mean, 15 minutes a day of anything is close to 2 hours per week. And 2 hours per week is a lot better than nothing. So if I did that for a full month, that's 9 hours total of practice on one thing. So it's really easy to do. What am I going to do? Listen to music or a podcast? I guess I could, but something that gets me involved and makes me think, makes me actually have to try rather than just passively listening to a podcast. I think it's something that I should do. And then the other thing is post on my Instagram story twice. And that is just to get in the habit of doing so. And the third one is look at my calendar for the day, week, and month, and then review my goals out loud. So on Motion, my calendar app, I have a goals thing that's scheduled every day. So I click on that, click on goal review. And then I got short-term goals, longer-term goals, and my fitness goals. And they're not all on there, but I just put what I knew on there now. And I read these out loud. And then I look at the week ahead and I see what I got coming up on when. And then I look at the next day or the next week. Is there anything coming up? I look at the next week again. And then I'm a month ahead. I look and see what I got going on. That's it. Just want to make sure that I'm on top of my stuff. And then the last thing that I do, it's a bonus because those are health, relationship, and self, and wealth. And the last one, which is a bonus, which would be the 10th, would be for self. And that is get out of bed within 1 minute of my alarm going off. So that was actually part of phase 1 for me, for Live Hard. I made it a rule, one of my critical tasks, that I had to get out of bed within 5 minutes of my alarm going off. And actually, it's not 1 minute, it's 5 minutes. I made it a rule. So if I was still in bed when the second alarm went off, I failed. I made that a rule. And I made damn sure that I woke the fuck up. And getting out of bed as soon as your alarm goes off, it sucks. But when you get out of bed as soon as it goes off, it just, boom, you start your day, I like that feeling. So anyway, I say all this to say, I was talking with Lexi earlier, this is what I'm doing. I don't see how this could be so important to me actually doing work to get people and prospects and all this stuff. Because I get to choose all these things. But then in a different perspective, these are 10 things that I wasn't doing before that are so simple to do. This whole list takes less than an hour to do. I'm not going to do it all at my house before work because I'd have to wake up earlier. I can do a lot of this. I can do some of this at work. The half gallon of water, that's finished at work. The plank and the mobility work, the affirmations, the gratefuls, the reading, those are all done here. It takes about 20, 30 minutes. Sales role play, I do it on my way to work. Post on Instagram story, I can do that here or at work. Look at my calendar for the day, I can do that here or work. Get out of bed within 5 minutes alarm. I have to do that here. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So going back to what I was saying earlier, they left me some feedback and I'm going to look at the feedback and implement what they suggested I change. So this is a little trickier because obviously you guys can't see what I've created. Where is it at? I'm trying to find the damn thing. Let's look over here. Commented. There we go. So, Coach says, okay, I love your new profile picture and I really like your bio statement. I would take the bio statement from Instagram and put it on Facebook in your bio and on your cover photo. So let's do that right now before we read on. I would take the bio statement from Instagram and put it on Facebook in your bio. All right, so from Instagram, let's go there. Okay, so I'm going to come over here. So my bio statement in my Instagram says, I help men under 40 gain 20 plus pounds. Okay, dude, don't worry. This fucking thing, dude, Apple's great. I love Apple. But sometimes, man, some of the features on here, not a fan. I gotta change. Hold on. Okay. So here's one thing. She says to put the bio statement from Instagram and put it on Facebook and on my cover photo. Okay, I'm going to do that. However, right off the bat, I know that it won't fit in Facebook. So let's see if I'm wrong. It will not fit because the character count in Facebook is less than Instagram. So for her to say that gets me annoyed because you're the coach. You should know that one is shorter. You should know that Facebook is shorter than Instagram. I'm brand new to this, and I already know that. You know? Now, I say that, and it sounds harsh as shit, but stuff like that gets me so bothered. So, and that's, I guess I'm not, it sounds bad, but I'm fine. It's not a big deal. So, add about, let's see, where do I go? Posts. Oh, edit bio. 7 characters remaining. So if I paste it, yeah, doesn't fit what I say. So I got to trim it down. So it says, I help men under 40 gain 20 pounds or more of muscle, burn fat, and build fierce discipline in the first year, all without brutal diets or endless cardio. So I got to remove 48 characters. So what we're going to do, we're going to copy this. We're going to put it into ChatGPT. I need to reduce this by 48 characters. Please keep it as close as possible to original. So I just pasted it. We're going to see what it says. Okay, so it trimmed it down. I help men under 40 gain 20 plus pounds of muscle, burn fat, and build discipline in the first year without brutal diets and cardio. So let's see. Let's paste it back in there. Does it work? Boom, boom. No, it didn't work. I said I need to reduce this. See, ChatGPT is nice, but it just fucked up right there. You did not reduce it by 48. This reduces the count by 48 characters exactly. I don't think it does. Let's copy and paste. No, it doesn't. Okay, so what's the character count? 101. So we're going to redo this. ChatGPT's being a whore. Make that 101 characters or less. I help men under 40 gain 20 pounds of muscle, burn fat, build in 12 months. No brutal diets or cardio. Okay, so we're going to copy that. I don't feel like that's it, though. Yeah, it's still over. God damn. You are 17 over. 17 characters over. Please follow the prompt provided. Here's a reversion with 100 characters list. This version is exactly... It's probably not. Let's see. 12 characters remaining. Dude, ChatGPT, man, it's really bad with counting. Remove 10 letters from this. Try again. I help men under 40 gain 25 pounds per fat, no brutal chance cardio. It just gave me the same shit, dude. You know? Remove 9. It does not have 81 characters. No, it doesn't. This is frustrating. Let's try again. Okay, so that one's perfect. I help men under 40 gain 20 pounds muscle, burn fat, build discipline, no brutal diets or cardio. So let's get rid of the space between the emojis. We can burn fat, discipline, no brutal diets. No diets or endless cardio. Okay, boom, save it. Save. Skip. Okay, so that's one thing done. Okay, so now the rest of what Shal said, I would take the bio statement from your Instagram and put it on Facebook in your bio and on your cover photo. You don't need the extended version of your cover photo. So on my cover photo on Facebook, which is the big photo that goes behind my profile photo, I need to change that. So that means I have to go back into Photoshop and switch that up. However, in Photoshop, there's no limits, so I can copy directly from my Instagram bio here. I don't have to change anything. It's very frustrating when I have to worry about character counts. So I have to make a note to reply that back because they should know that. It's all good. So let's go ahead and change this up. Go back into Photoshop, highlight it, paste. And I help men under 40 gain 20 pounds plus of muscle, burn fat, and build fierce discipline in the first year without brutal diets or endless cardio. Boom. So we're going to make this, we're going to change the color a little bit. I help men, so that's going to be, color is going to be this orange. We're going to contrast it with some blue. Ooh, sold. I'm just changing the colors of font right now. That's it. Okay, so that's done. Men under 40 gain 20 plus pounds of muscle, burn fat, live in the first year without brutal diets or endless cardio. So we're going to add some blue hues to that. Orange and blue look good. There's a fire emoji there, so that's cool. Let's put some more orange. I help men under 40. So we're going to make that orange as well. Men under 40. And guys, I don't know if I'm going to help men under 40. It might change. But right now, if I were to stop and try to figure out who I'm trying to help, that would hinder my progress forward and it wouldn't allow me to keep going because I'd be stuck on one thing. That's the reason why I haven't had a program in the last 90 days because I've been stuck on shit that doesn't really matter. I'll figure this out as I go. That's you, DM me day one. Okay, so I actually need to fix my photo here. So we've got a photo of me. And I didn't do a good job at erasing everything else. I'm going to have to find a new photo, I bet. So I got a photo of me. I removed the background. The background wasn't super clear, so the Photoshop editing to remove me from the background isn't good. So I got to edit that. So I'm going to pause while I do that because that's not fun. Hold on. All right, so I did that. I don't think it looks that good. I wouldn't, if this was me doing it myself, I'd probably spend all night trying to make this nice, but that's not what we're doing here. So looks choppy, doesn't look it looks fine, but it doesn't look to my standard. But that's not important right now. So now I'm going to save it. Facebook cover photo. I think it's number 2. Let's save it. All right, so I saved it. Okay, what's next? What else did she say to do? So she says, you don't need the extended version of the cover photo. Keep it short, sweet, and to the point, like you have it on Instagram. I can't, dude, no hate, but people that don't use proper punctuation, using commas and periods, stuff like that, oh my Lord, it's so hard to follow along sometimes. And this is not me hating on this person. It's just a general statement. When people don't use punctuation, and everybody who's going to text me from here and now is not going to use it. Love that. It's great. The one change I would make to the statement is adding the plus besides 20 pounds. Did I do that? Oh, my Lord. Yeah, we're good. Okay, 20 plus pounds. Okay. Cover photo itself. It doesn't need that many transformation pics. I would save that. Just post it in your stories and have it as a highlight reel and use all your social proof there. I wouldn't put it all on your cover. All right, cool. So here's the cool thing. So we have one coach saying that and then another coach agreeing with her. So that's awesome. That's double feedback. Boom. It's two people doing a shit ton better than I am, agreeing with each other that I should do XYZ. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Boom. Okay, it looks nice. It's crisp and clean. Saved it. Done. So now I'm going to come back into Facebook. Edit cover photo. Upload photo. You know what? I'm not going to do this here. I'm going to do it from my phone. So, little tip I've learned along the way is I pay for Dropbox. And you can pay for a shit ton of storage on Dropbox for very little. So right now I have 2 terabytes for $12. And the cool thing about Dropbox is it can sync with your computer and it functions like normal files on your computer. So I don't have to go to the Dropbox app to manage my shit. I can just do it right here. So that's what I'm doing. Pretty cool stuff. So I'm going to save this image. That looks so plain, dude. All good. That's what they said to do. If I knew better, I'd be baking more than them, right? So stay humble, Bryson. All right, so go to the photo, choose cover photo, camera roll, that photo. Save. I don't want that to be on my news feed though. That shit's annoying. Let's go ahead and delete this. Done. Okay, make sure I help men under 40 gain 20 pounds plus month. So I need to add a plus to that. That's what I need to do. That's what she said to do. Edit bio. Too many clicks. I just want to do my thing. Done. Save. 101 out of 101 characters. So we're going to save this. Come down here. Screenshot this so that I can post it in the group for more feedback. That's what she said to do. So now that I've got this, I'm going to go into my Photos app. I'm just going to copy. Is that how that works here? I just copy photo, and come right here. I paste it. Haha, I can. Okay, so I'm going to tag them. So shall. Yep. Shall's fucking awesome. Shay. Shay's super informative. Shay. Updated to exactly what Shall said. However, the FB bio limit is much shorter than the IG bio limit. So I still had to chop it up. Okay, done. So I posted that in a comment thing. So now Shal and Shay can see that. Cool, so that's done. And the reason why I wanted to share this is pretty long-winded, but this is me working. This is me live working on the thing that I'm trying to improve on. So there's right there. I put something out that I thought was great. I posted it in the group for feedback. 2 coaches said, hey, we got to make some changes. And I said, damn, dude, I thought this was good. And then I made changes. I didn't bitch about it. I didn't complain. I didn't do anything. I just said, okay, I'll make some changes. And I did. So, yeah, I don't know. That's it. So I think, I don't even know where I'm trying to go from here. I don't know, guys. Okay, I'm just kind of shooting a blank here. So I'm done with that. So now, Yeah. You know what? Guys, that's the show. I think that's all I want to talk about. Yep, that's it. Love you guys. Peace out.